Hello, it's Lindsay. Welcome back again. Some days are just bonus video days, and today is one of those days. This is the second bonus video I've put up, but I'm busy, obviously, and trying to get these up and out. So I have two Destash lots. I started trying to reorganize my craft room, get rid of the things I'm not using, pass them on to someone who will. So I have two lots. You need to comment below sold with your PayPal email so that I can send you an invoice. And it is no, holding first come, first serve type thing. The first one I have is, I'll have to put it in another package because it doesn't fit in here, but it's this stuffed, it's about 2 pounds full of just extra stuff, extra journal stuff. I'm not going to go through all of it, but just enough to show you. There's some laces and trims, some book pages, some postcards, some stencils, some rub-ons, cross-stitch picture that would be really pretty for a journal cover, and then a whole bunch of stickers, some foreign newspaper, a whole bunch of like alphabet stickers. Some of them are kind of old, some of them are partly used, some, other kinds of stickers. You may need to glue some of them down, some of them might work great. But I was just going through my stickers, and the ones I haven't been using or that I don't have a plan for, I want to rehome. Some of them are, have not been used. These are like baby ones. There's some apple ones. So just a whole bunch of stuff. Princess ones. There's some Halloween ones. There's a Dumbo sticker. Just different ones that I don't have plans for, that I want somebody else to be able to use and love. Bits and bobs and pieces of stuff. Big stickers and, yeah, denim stickers and fabric ribbon. So this is lot number 1. The price will be below in the description box. So PayPal, and that's how we're going to do that. I'll get that shipped out. The price includes shipping that you see below. I'm not going to try to put all this back right now. Let me just move it out of the way, because the next lot is the big lot. It is a box, and it is 43 pounds of junk journal books. In other words, I went through all of my books that I tear apart and use for junk journals, and I got a stack of the ones that I'm not really using that much, or I don't have a whole lot of plans for. I wanted to make some room so that I'd have room for more to come in, so that I didn't have so many stacks on the floor. So I have a giant box that's going to be shipped media mail. So the shipping below, or the price below, does include $25 worth of shipping costs. That's about what it would cost me to ship 43 pounds media mail. But I'm going to quickly show you all of the books in here. These are all craft condition. Most of them have had at least some of the pages taken out of them. But here we go. So I have 3 American Heritage Illustrated United States. I have Winning the West, The Frontier, and War with Mexico. There might be a couple pages out. Most of them are here. There's a lot that's great for like ephemera and making envelopes and stuff like that. This, I'm just going super fast so you can kind of get an idea. War with Mexico. So these are in the box. If you want most of them and you're not going to use all the books, just, throw out the ones you don't want, pass them along to a friend, or, drop them off at Goodwill. This one's in the box, Domino, the Book of Decorating. I have used quite a few pages out of the book, but I mean, there's still a lot. And just a bunch of home decor, bright colors, beautiful, great for mixed media, collage, journal pages, and the cover's pretty too. Some of the flowers, I don't know if you could use that in some way. Whoops, sorry guys, I'm knocking everything again. This book is called Trellis. It's a really pretty green cover that you could use. I bought it at the library. I've used several pages, but there's still quite a bit here, and it's all like architecture trellis for like gardens and things like that. So there's a lot of pictures in that one. I have 2 of these American history books. Most of them are here. I have used a few pages. Somebody had obviously used them for school books, but they're nice for, I was punching out shapes from some of them. There are different pieces you can use for ephemera. and stuff like that. This is really good if you don't have a lot and you don't have a printer and you can't print out most of the stuff. This will definitely get you a lot of paper. It feels nice too. I don't think these are super old. They're from the reprinted in the late 70s. So there's 2 of those in there. I have a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, and this I have used a lot out of, but there still are several pages, quite a few pages and parts of stories in here that you could use. This little booklet, Creative Windows, I have used several pages, but there's still quite a few left. This one I've used a lot of, Complete Guide to Basic Gardening. I used the entire green pages in the back and a lot of the other ones, but there still are some gardening pages left in there. The Pictorial History of American Ships. I got this at a Habitat for Humanity for $1. Has a nice gray cover that you could turn into a journal. I may have used a page or 2 out of this. Not many. There's a lot in here that you can use for ephemera, and the paper feels nice too. It's kind of like a light vintage feel. Life Science Machines. These are great for steampunk journals or just vintage ones. There's a whole bunch. I have used a few pages, but there's a whole bunch of pictures in here of vintage like machines and tools and things like that. 12 Seconds to the Moon. I bought this one when I bought the ship one. There's the cover. I was doing an airplane journal specifically for someone, so that's why I purchased this. I used a few pages out of it, and I haven't really used it since, so I'm passing that along to someone else who would like to use that in their journals. Also, Energy. This is another great one for steampunk. I've used a few pages out of it, and there's great, like, these type invention pictures and stuff like that. This is a magazine, almost like a book magazine. This is new. I haven't used any out of it. I think it's from 2014. Someone sent it to me. I looked at it, and I think somebody would love using these magazine pages in their journals. It's not the style I usually use in my journals, but there's a ton of inspiration, and I think a lot of you would like it. It's called Where Women Create. Then I have a couple of book covers that I've already taken the pages out of. This is a vintage Richest of the Poor, The Life of St. Francis of Assisi. Obviously bad condition, but you can repair the cover and make a really nice journal out of that. This one was a vintage Lincoln in the War Governors. You could repair that and use that. And Surprised by Joy by C.S. Lewis. That's a really nice one you can use as well. The House of the Seven Gables. I have not used anything out of this. It's a really pretty book cover, and it comes with a box, so you could make a really nice journal out of that. I wanted to, but I have so many different ideas. I need to clear some out. Growing Orchids. My pen pal sent me this book. I think it is really nice. It does have a few pretty flower pictures in it. I have a lot of flower books, and I thought I would pass this on to somebody who would like a nature book. And I don't think, I might have taken a page or 2 out of it. I don't remember. It's mostly there. I've used quite a bit of this, American Heritage Encyclopedia, sorry. I have used quite a few pages out of here, but there still are quite a few. I love this type paper. There's even a little bit of nature left in there. So that, Vienna, I've used a few pages out of here, but there's still some nice pages there. This one is some, I think, shrines or something from Japan. I don't think I've used anything from here, but there's that one. Almost to the bottom. This was a planner I had bought. It's really soft. I took all the pages out, but I thought it would make a nice cover if you covered that and maybe sewed a signature or 2 into it. Here's, obviously I used the cover of this and some of the pages, but these are all like different flowers and a little bit about them and pictures. This is just the front cover of a vintage book, The Little Garage Man. This is a glow-in-the-dark stars little packaging, vintage. This is a map from Doctors Without Borders. And then here's the vintage Heidi book. I have used a few pages out of here. There are still most of them, and then there's still quite a few illustrations in here as well. And you could use the cover to make a journal. this one, The Treasure in the Little Trunk. I thought that cover would be so cute to make a journal out of, but like I said, I have a lot. So I'm passing this one on. I have not taken any of these pages out. There are some illustrations, so I thought that would make a really nice journal. And then Tom Sawyer, I have not taken any out of this either. Really nice vintage paper. The cover is falling apart a little bit, but you could probably rescue that. No problem. This one I have used a lot of, Under the Sea. And I've used most of what I want out of here, but there's still, so you'll see where I've cut pieces out. There's still different bits and bobs of the sea. Last little stack. This is a vintage children's book. Look at how cute that cover is. I thought someone might want to use that. I took some of the pages out, but there still are several in here. This one I have not taken any out of. My mom gave this to me. Big Ideas for Small Gardens. And I have a lot of floral books. A lot of these pictures are a little bigger than I would use. So I'm going to pass that on to someone. This is the rest of my gnome book. I think I'm done with gnomes, at least for a long time. And I've taken the pages out that I want. So here's the rest of the gnome book. And then the humanities and Western culture, I've used a few pages out of here as well, but most of it is still in here. Lots of ephemera type pieces, lots of bright colors and things to use in your journals. There you have it, 43 pounds of books and pages and covers that you can use if you are a junk journal hoarder like myself. So this made a nice little space for me to get some of my books off the floor, put them away, and move on. So again, PayPal below, mark sold, first come, first served. If you do not pay quickly, I will move on to the next one. First paid, first gets. So I'll see you all in the next video.